Good luck, sir.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about set to go now. And starting in this one, Cy Young.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And here is Mickey Mantle. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Yes, sir.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The wide to kick the pitch.
Ball in.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Nice.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Matt Olson down.
Ball one.
Squirts away a little bit.
Ball one, no strikes.
One out and a runner at second. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. The throw in.
Oh, that hop killed me. Nice.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Adley Rutschman in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swings through that one for strike one.
That was straight queso right there.
That one ripped. Joe Armstrong makes the catch, and there's two away. Now the left fielder. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. On the ground, Wagner. handles, throws to first. That's out number 3. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill, Jim Cott.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Foul ball there.
He's so solid. Calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
On the ground to third. Johnson over to first. They get the out on Acuna.
Man,
Here's the
it looked like he
shortstop
stepped
at
off
the
of that
plate.
damn bag.
Honest Wagner.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. One down, base is empty.
Oh,
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Tatis
I feel again.
makes the catch. That's out number 2. Oscar Charleston stepping in now.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Charleston measures 5 feet 8 inches, hitting third in the lineup, usually in the outfield, but today he's starting at first.
Always concerns me a little bit making that move from the outfield to first base, just how you work that bag. Don't want to have a collision with the base runner.
Up the middle, Edman fires over to first, and they get Charleston for the out, and that is the inning. Back here in Miami, Judy Johnson digging in now.
Number 6, Judy Johnson.
Young back to work. Now a screamer into the outfield. Corrals it, and there's one down. So up next, Derek Jeter. And that drops in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
One out, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
The catcher done threw the pitcher another ball before that ball hit the fucking crowd back there.
He goes down looking. 2 down, base is empty. And here comes Tommy Edman. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 outs, base is empty. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. McLean whips it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Gabriel Moreno. It gets down, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wastes no time there. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Now, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
0-1. Ball, that's too high.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him swinging.
Nice.
Now it's going to be Cy Young.
That ball's
No.
foul.
No.
In the dirt. Strike
Nice.
3, and that's 2 in a row. Matt McClain getting ready to hit. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. Olsen
Dang.
makes the play, and that is that. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitcher, Jim Cobb. Check swing, went around. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
There's a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. And next for the Mets, Mickey Mantle. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Doubled his first time.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss.
Oh,
Throw,
nice.
safe. Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now Matt Olson up to hit. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And a swing and a miss.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to third.
Oh!
And that will end the inning.
Thank you. Catcher didn't even get up to
Set
throw
for the
that. He
bottom
threw
of the
that straight from
third.
his knees,
And at the
man.
plate for Miami, Tim Raines. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. little out front there as he swings through it.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
No, what am I doing? I knew that was going to be a shit pitch,
Marlins
too, man.
set down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now here is Matt Olson. And that misses. And that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count 1-2. Stays alive. On the ground to the left. Gloves it on the dive from his knees. The throw. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
Here's Adley Rutschman. He's 0 for 1. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Here's the left fielder. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out.
Oh, nice lunging grab.
Hey.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Honus Wagner. Line drive, makes the grab, 1 down.
Nice.
So digging in, Oscar Charleston grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Damn it. Right to him again. Same damn person.
Throw on to Olson, and they get Charleston for the out. Gabriel Moreno digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
He don't even have him to trade him to.
So man aboard. Here's some real power at the plate. Ernie Clement. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Smoked on the ground a second. Edmonds slings to first.
Nice.
And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Judy Johnson. Young back to work. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one carrying.
That's gone.
And it's
Nice.
into the bullpen for a homer. So he blasts one out the other way, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Derek Jeter. Struck out looking in his first at bat.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Fought off foul. Missed inside with the curve. On the ground, right side. On to first. One away here in the 5th. Tommy Edman at the plate.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now Jim Cox. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
There's one. What a double play.
About 1.2 million. About 1.2 million.
And we're back.
Kyle.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Marlins, Cy Young.
Gold. It was me and Toronto.
Ball one there.
You know, these Marlins definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Can't get there. Base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline. And up next for Miami,
Scorpion.
Matt McClain. First time up was a pop out. The other way. Tatis hauls it in for the out. One away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And that is out of play. That misses the zone. And 1-1. Runner at second here, one gone. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hits the top of the wall.
Oh, I thought that was fucking out, dude.
And he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
What am I doing?
Swings through it for strike one. Second and third, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Popped up and a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Bullshit.
2 strikes.
That's off the mark. Ball 1. Good job to fight that one off. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
What am I doing? Oh my God.
Back here in Miami, top of the 6th inning, and stepping in for New York, Mickey Mantle. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 2. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. It's a pitch out. The throw, tag, and he's out. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
That one
Come
is absolutely belted.
Get foul. Get foul.
And it bangs
Of
off
course.
the foul pole.
Nice.
Home run. He circles the bases. It's 3-0.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Up the middle, and that one finds
Why
its
wouldn't
way
it give me
through.
my fucking
So
second
a man
baseman
aboard
to
now
do
with
that
1
shit
away.
with, man? Oh my God.
What if they're looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle? Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next to hit, Adley Rutschman. This one in the dirt. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Fastball is outside.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Reigns makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Now the left fielder, 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground to third. They get the force, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in, the sluggy shortstop, Honus Wagner. The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Come on,
Swing
man.
and a
What
ball
the
popped
fuck
up.
ever. Good swing, my ass.
And there's 1 down. Here's a big power threat. Oscar Charleston has grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a miss.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys They'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The 0-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 2 outs, base is empty. Gabriel Moreno, the next up for the Marlins. He's 2 for 2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's got a chance. Pulls it.
Come on, man. What the?
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the batter now, Judy Johnson. On the ground, right side. McLean to first. 1 up, 1 down. So up next for New York, Derek Jeter.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Bounce to the left side. Clement zips it across. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Tommy Edman will hit next. Short hop liner, handled it short. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
3-0.
Back here in Low Depot Park, bottom of the 7th at the plate, Ernie Clement. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Little chopper rolls foul.
I didn't either.
Next pitch is outside. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some. So that was nicely done to beat the odds. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo, that thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a high.
Nope. That's bullshit too. No.
Let me just give you the names. Pamela Anderson, Erica Lanya, Carmen Electra, Yasmin Bleak. Come on. I mean, there's some fun. Nice stuff. Man, I'm sorry, man. Can you believe that? I always had a crush on Pamela Anderson. I always did. Oh, Ashton or Anderson?
Yeah, Anderson's fucking out too.
Oh yeah. If I was to choose any of them, it would probably have to be Yasmin.
Maybe she has fake titties now, but back then she had natural. Yeah. I love Yasmin Bleak though. Like, she's hot too. Yeah.
Are you ready?
Higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
Splits the
nice.
plate, Strike one.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and great jump. And now 1 and 2.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Here's a high chopper. Johnson fields it. Tosses across to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. In there safely. And at the plate for Miami, Matt McClain. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. In comes the runner from third. It's 3-0.
Won't be a blowout.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Cott pulls
You owe me
it
a
down,
bat, man.
and that is the 3rd out of the inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. Stepping in, Jim Cott. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
On to Oscar.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. And next for the Mets, Mickey Mantle.
And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
And it's fouled away. Ripped on the ground to second.
You were saying?
On to Oscar. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He's already homered in this game. Hit weakly on the ground. The throw to first. And the Mets go 1, 2, 3. Back here in Miami. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Caught back to work. Ground ball, Olsen. He'll do it himself. And a quick out, number 1.
Pretty fucking
And now
early,
it's
though.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Outside low. And that's ball 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there.
Bye-bye.
He'll circle the bases. It's 3-2.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
112 off the bat.
And now for the ball.
You just want to kill my momentum, that's all. The whole time, kicking my ass, fine. But as soon as I start hitting homers, I gotta go to the bathroom. And you wanna know how big Shadow's getting, dude? We was outside earlier, and he's like one, he's got in this thing like when we go outside, he like fucking jumps around like a baby deer, man. I don't fucking get it, but it's just cute, but it's frustrating at the same time because he jerks me around when he does it. I fucking trying to get to something. I can't remember what, but man, he like slammed his paw down on the toe of my boot and it went down the front of the toe of my boot and fucking ripped the sole off the bottom of my fucking boot, my work boot, dude. The boots that I just bought like a couple months ago. That's fucking ridiculous.
Ireland's hottest Wagner. 0 for 3 in
Whoa,
this one.
whoa, what happened? Did I just... What happened? Where's my controller? Did I unpause that? What did I do with my controller? There it is. Are you back? Okay. Man, did I not pause?
Chop back up the middle. Jeter.
I was so confused.
And he gets him. Nicely done. Oscar
brain
Charleston, the next up
immediately went into fucking panic brain. Man, like, I could not find my controller at all, dude.
And that one fouled off. Trying to hold a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That triple digits.
Threw that fastball right by him.
Throw it again.
Elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
In the air, left field, down the line, and a super.
Nice. Was that barehanded? No, okay. Boy, it fucking looked like it, man.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. That one missed. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. There's a swing and a drive.
Nice.
Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and they add to the lead. It's 4-2.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Next to hit, Adley Rutschman. Lifted in the air, right field. Acuna there. Brings it in. And there's one away. Here's the left fielder.
Number 3.
Up the middle, McLean. Throw to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that's outside.
Good take.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Shot back to the mound, and he gloves it. Throws to first, and they get Johnson for the out. And that is that. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom 9. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now Ernie Clement, 1 for 3. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Mantle hauls it in.
Not exactly straight, but I mean,
Marlins down to their final out. Shohei Ohtani now at the plate.
no problem
First
to
time
get
up,
to.
he grounded to
I mean,
third.
good game.
And that is the ball game. Kai with his first
Well,
major
my-
league win.
Yeah, nicely
Ohtani
done. I'm sure he'll
done
feel
his
very
job,
good
gave all
about
my other
that and
relievers
the
a
ball
chance
for
to
his
get some
trophy
fucking
case
rest.
as he should.
In my last game, they got fucking taxed, man. Well, I tried to make a comeback there at the end, but it just didn't pan out. Oh, yeah, when we played earlier there, Duff, you threw a lot of balls too, man. Yeah.